What up, y'all? I'm back with another review, and I'm here to review the newest studio album, the second studio album from Leon Bridges entitled Good Thing. This is a short album. It's like 10 tracks long. It's like 30, pretty much 35 minutes. And I have to say, albums like this, I the just my faith being restored into, I don't even know what I would call this, alternative soul, like alt funk slash like alternative R&B slash alternative soul or alternative funk. So I don't even know what to call this, but it's all of that though. It's like alternative R&B, it's soul, it's funky, it's just. I'm just gonna go ahead and say this now. This album is like, it's damn good. Let's go ahead and get right into this. I've heard the name Leon Bridges before. But this is my first time. I think this is my first. This is actually my first time reviewing a project of his. Yes, but I think I've seen him featured on albums before in the last, at this point, like 3.5 years. Um, so yeah, let's go ahead and get right into it. Like I said, the first track, "Bet Ain't Worth the Hand." Oh man, this is him talking about how he doesn't want to be hurt anymore, and I kind of get Diary of Alicia Keys vibes off this track. And I keep like just the beat, his vocal performance. Um, I just feel like I'm listening to the Diary of Alicia Keys, that album. I'm like, what, '03, I believe. But yeah, second track, which is probably my favorite track on here, "Bad Bad News," which I'm not even sure which tracks are exactly the singles. Okay, so "Betting with the Hand" was, and so is "Bad Bad News," and um, we'll get into what that third single is. But yeah, "Bad Bad News," just the whole thing. Like, they tell me I was born to lose, but I made a good thing out of bad bad news, and just the whole let me slip through, let me slip through. Why you trying to hold me back? Right? This is just this is my shit, man. But yeah, definitely, it's probably my favorite track off this album. But the more I keep listening to "Bet Ain't Worth the Hand," it's like, God dang. And "Bad Bad News" is something you could just, something like you could just dance to. Like, would you think you listen to James Brown? Like, if I played this for an older person who grew up on James Brown, well, grew up not necessarily listening to James Brown, but was like my age, I guess, when they were listening to James Brown and all the stuff in the '70s, like, would they think to listen to James Brown if I played this, or someone like James Brown? Maybe. If I played "Bad Bad News," maybe so. Track number 3, "Shy." This was a little slower. The beat was cool, and just the whole "You can be shy. I know you're wait. I know you're shy. You can be shy with me." Doom, 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 doom. Slower beat, and just saying here, like, all I want is you. All I want to see. All I want to do is see you, and all I want is for you to be with me. Track number 4, "Beyond." Man, this track. uh, I forget exactly how the lyrics go. Oh my, I can't explain. She might just be my everything. Oh my, this, it's like "Shy" in the sense that it's a little more, it's a little slower, just like "Bet Ain't Worth the Hand." This album is not like slow, like it's boring, but it is a slower tempo album, except tracks like "Bad Bad News," and like this track "Beyond." That was the third single to promote this album. Um, but yeah, it took more listens for this to really click with me. I really like the ending where he just keeps saying it over and over again. Oh my, can't explain. She might just be my everything. And just saying things like, yo, will she be my, will she have my kids? Will she be my wife? She might just be my everything and beyond. Track number 5, "Forgive You." This, like Bad News, is kind of dancey for me, and it reminds me of Prom by SZA when you get to that one part. I think it's the chorus. I believe that's the chorus, where I just have that Prom by SZA vibe, which is great because Prom was one of my favorite. Was like probably my second favorite track off Control from last year, which is one of like my 5 favorite albums of 2017. But still, and man, and I love the acoustic guitar that's somehow infused into this and sounds well on a track that just is so upbeat and dancey. Like just to throw an acoustic guitar over there too, it's like, damn, like this. These first 5 tracks are actually my favorite tracks for the most part. So the first half of the bang. Track number 6, Lions. It's one of the least memorable tracks on this album, if I'm being honest. It was a cool track though. Track number 7, If It Feels Good, Then It Must Be. Interlude. I mean, not interlude. Then it must be. It's dancey again, and there's more funk. That's pretty much what I took away from this. It was a cool track as well. Just saying, like, yeah, if it feels good, then it must be right. I'm not gonna get any deeper than that. Track number 8, You Don't Know. This also was another one of those funk dance vibes, and it was really, I mean, even though the track 5 is still part of the first half, it kind of paved the way for the rest of this album in a sense that it got, well, not the rest of the album, but it just got a little, the album picked up as far as tempo after the 5th track. So track number 8, You Don't Know, it's more of the funk dance, which is cool again. Miss, though, track number 9, he was just talking about how he remembers the good sex, the foreplay, and how it could lead to everything. Remembering the skin-to-skin moments before she knew how to get under his, like saying, like, I remember skin to skin before you knew how to get under mine so well. It's like that's clever. And this was another cool track as well. And the last track, Georgia to Texas, the slow horn and drums is damn good here. I prefer the first half of this album way more than the second, but still, damn good album though. Like, Bad Ain't Worth the Hand, Bad News, Shy, Beyond, Forgive You. I didn't download anything off the second half, but tracks like If It Feels Good, Then It Must Be. You Don't Know, Georgia to Texas, some of the better tracks for me. Like I said, Miss, it was cool too, but really Lions for the most part is the least memorable track. Actually, you know what? I can't say it's one of the least memorable. It's it's my least favorite. It's not a bad track though. I can't really say it's the least memorable because I actually really remember it for being one of the more, like I said, well, the more down tempo for me, least favorite. So it's actually very memorable. So yeah, that's pretty much it though. If you've heard this album, I don't know what's going on. If you've heard this album, go ahead and let me know what you think about it in the comment section below and what you think about my review on it. If you haven't heard this album, I definitely recommend that you check it out. And check the description. I'll leave the link so you can stream this on Spotify. And you can stream it on YouTube as well, easily. Be sure to hit the like button if you like this review. Share the review. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Check the description, like I said, not just for the Spotify link to this album, but for everything that you can connect with me on social media. Anything you can think of, pretty much, except shit like LinkedIn and Tumblr and things like that. And my PSN name is actually down there too, PlayStation Network account, but it's just DynamicJAB. Like, you could just easily find me on there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. Oh, I almost forgot to give this album a rating. If I had to give this album a rating, and I give it a 7.5 out of 10. Like, this is a damn good album. First half way better than the second half, but the second half didn't necessarily disappoint. But of course, I still had Lions for my least favorite track, but that was a good track in itself. So I'll take that. A track being one of my least favorites, but still being a good track, I'll take that any day. And now that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching, and I will see y'all next time.